do a little quick video. I haven't done one in a while. This is on the new Forza 350. It's an absolute joy to ride, and it's an actual real time from the house that I live in now to the new house. So hope you enjoy it. Little scenic. I'll talk through it, and let's get going. This is just pulling out from my little side street, headed towards the first signal light's going to be the Robinson Mall on the left-hand side, so it's real close to where I'm living now, and not actually too far from where I'm going to be living. Anyway, we'll head up here. I think the whole thing, I want to say it's close to about 4.5, 5 minutes, something like that, from the house, depending on how long you have to sit here at the lights. But Serin, as you can see, is pretty much, besides people wearing masks and stuff, it's pretty much normal. I'm going to try to take a couple of rides around town, show you Serin and more in town. We're like on the outskirts of Serin right here, but it's only maybe a 3-minute drive or so to or 5 minutes at the most to basically what I would consider downtown Serin. But yeah, we'll take a look. But like I said, and I'd said in some of the live streams that I've done, is that we're here in Serin. We're not really dependent on any kind of tourism. Most of the people that come would be the expats that live here, and then mostly the Thai residents of this province. So, I don't know. And I really didn't push the bike that much. Most of the stuff that we're doing right now is somewhere between 80 and 100 kilometers. I'm still breaking it in. It only has 280 kilometers on it right now. I wanted to go to 300 before I wrapped it up. You could break it in. I mean, there's a bunch of different theories out there. My uncle was a mechanic for a million years, and he always said, go 100 miles, kind of vary your speed on the freeway, and then come back the 100 miles and mash it. And when by the time you get home, you're done. And that's always been in the past for basically just breaking in motors. When we broke in go-kart motors and stuff like that, it was 2 quick laps around whatever track we were at, and vary the speed on and off, and then wide open. They always broke in. So this one's kind of like what I've done to my motorcycles and Harleys in the past, and stuff that I rebuilt. I usually took, in these terms, 200 or 300 kilometers, and then it was done. So most of this stuff here is under 100 kilometers. The guy said to keep it under 80, but it's kind of hard to do. But up here right now, the due home is on the left. We've been in there. I think we have some video of that. We passed on the right just a second ago the Taiwazadu. This is all, it was nice riding. It was a beautiful day out. It wasn't extremely hot, I want to say. Well, extremely hot for Serin, but 35 or something, 34, something like that. But it gets 41. It gets miserably hot here. But it also gets nice and cool during some times of the year, which I never thought that I would experience here in Thailand. But it's real nice. Some of the weather, especially for riding, and I really enjoy riding. The bike is just, I had talked to Joe, Foreigner Joe, about his, and he had some questions. He didn't know what he thought about the tires or not. The tires are, we go, in a little while, we'll go up through a little semi-twisty stuff. I didn't lay it down or anything, but, I 100 kilometers through the turns, and the tires have a nice sidewall on them. I didn't even look to see what they are. I want to say it's like a Dunlop or something, but I'll look and see, because I'm going to do another video on the Forza. I bolted on a bunch of stuff for GPS, and holding a bottle, and holding a phone, and holding 2 GoPros and a bunch of stuff. So I'll show that, and the back box and the rack for the back box and everything. But yeah, I didn't really see any problem in it. You know, I've only went, like I said, almost 300 kilometers now, and I don't see any problem whatsoever with them. The back shocks I had a question about, and I just found out that they do have an adjustment, so 1 through 4, and supposedly from the factory they're set at 1, so I'm going to go ahead and adjust them. But I think I'm going to go ahead and probably change the shocks out, but I'll let you know, and if I do, I'll do a video on that. From what I have seen on YouTube and stuff, looks like decent shocks are a couple $100 US, a gas shock. So we'll see. I'll make an adjustment on them tomorrow and see how that works out. But this is a little turnaround. What are we? We're 6.5 minutes, so it's probably 7.5 minutes, I guess. But like I said, it depends on the lights. We're gonna make a left up here, and there's 3 or 4 different ways you could go. But this way it seems to be the fastest that I've found. And I'm not going to go. I'm just going to drive up the dirt road. Has a bunch of standing water in it from the rain. So I'll take the truck later and go to the house maybe tomorrow, and I'll do a video. We'll see what happens. But it was just an absolutely gorgeous day. Yesterday it rained like hell, on and off all day. So this was nice to be able to get out and do it. Like I said, I've ridden a lot of motorcycles, and I'm really impressed. Like I said, I'm lazy and I'm old, and I like that twist and go, and I like the power it has. I don't like being left powerless, after when you're at road speed, in case you need to get out of a situation. And this bike has it. I'm going to put the side boxes on it too, but probably not till next month. So what are we at? 8 minutes. It's right here on the right. And like I said, we're just going to make a right here and then go up right in front of the big giant neighbor's dog and turn around. And what I'm going to do is we'll take a little ride up and around the lake on the other side of the 7-Eleven that's fairly close to the house too. And I'll also, over on that side, I'll show you the new government center. If you do follow me or see any of my live streams, the last one or the one before, I had talked about we have to drive like an hour here in Scenic to go to the immigration office. And this one just opened up maybe about 3 weeks ago. And my wife tells me there's an immigration office inside of it, which is awesome. So, and you'll see how close it's going to be to this new house. And there's a lot of people, that's why I said this property over here has really gone up, and housing prices and stuff have gone up due to the fact that it's close to the government center. A lot of people want to move over here. So it's nice. And like I said, it's a nice little ride that I take you on here. I think the whole video's 12 minutes long, so there's basically only another 2 or 3 minutes of video. But it's a nice little ride up this way. I'm gonna have to try to. If I finally get a fishing rod and stuff. I used to really enjoy fishing, but I'd like to do some fishing. A lot of people stop up here on the canal and on the lake on the right-hand side as we go up and fish all different times of day. I've been up here. This is the 7-Eleven right here on the right. What is that? 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes from the house. Makes it convenient. And then down the road, if you were to come in the other way, maybe about halfway, so maybe 3 minutes down the road, 4 minutes is the Macro and the Big C. So this is the nice little road. And most of this stuff here, when we get up to speed, was about 100 kilometers. So you'll be able to see that the bike definitely handles well. Like I said, I've got absolutely no complaints about the scooter. And like I said, I don't have to shift, I don't do nothing, just twist it and go. I guess that's why they call them that. But Yeah, this turn here was 95, uh, probably close to 100. Uh, but it was real nice. The roads were good. And I always, keep my eye out for any kind of loose sand or gravel and stuff. That's all I need to do is go down. My wife would kill me if I didn't die from the crash. So, but it was really nice. And then I ran up on this vehicle, but he was still going. He was going along. I backed off a little bit so that I could get the speed up a little bit. But it handled great. Like I said, I'm really impressed. If you can tell from my voice, I'm amazed, basically. It jumps ahead here, right where I'm going to make the left up here is right where the government center is. When you'll see you'll see it across the way. I think I pointed out, if I remember right. Of course, my mind's a little bit dazed, but it was a good ride. I wish I could have got my wife to go, but she wanted to rest a little bit. But I don't think she's going to go too many places. I think most everybody that I've been talking to, even if they go on a 4, 5, 6 day trip, when all this crap is over with, I know my wife will stay home. I'll be going by myself, and then I'll have the 45-liter top box, 2 23-liter side boxes, and a 90-liter dry bag. So I should be able to bring pretty much everything that I want. That's the government center there, right off to the left. I go up here and pull out in a little turnout. You'll see right up here, so you can get kind of a look on what it looks like. It's a pretty massive building. Looks like very well constructed. I'm sure they didn't spare any expense to build it. It looks very nice. I think they were about 30 days over what they had anticipated opening it, maybe 45. But they did a great job from what I could see. So I didn't get too good of a picture of it there, but I pull over again up here. Maybe I get a little better. We're going to come back by it. We're going to go up and make a U-turn, come up, go past the government center, make a left, and I'll take you up the canal and over to the restaurant that we ate at. I did a video on that had the individual buildings right on the water. It had all the fish, the catfish on either side with the sliding glass doors. If you've seen it, that's the building there. Better picture there. So it isn't too far. And also a couple of videos that I've done by the lake and the river where we all went to eat. I believe it was the youngest one's birthday, maybe the oldest one. I don't know. I'm horrible with birthdays. But anyway, we'll head up that way, and it's a scenic ride. I'm gonna go ahead and let the music play, and I'll pick up in just a little while. Hope you're enjoying it. This is a nice part of the drive. It when we get up here too, I just remembered too, and I wish that I'm going to try to find out a little bit more information. But I believe it's the family, the King's family, own this land that we're going to be going through. They have a little guard gate on either side. They don't check in or check you out or anything. You just drive right through, and on the other side of that is where that one restaurant is, and we'll just go up the road a little ways and pretty much end the video. But it's kind of an interesting little plot of land. They have an irrigation off, and I think a couple of other offices of some sort for maintenance, and obviously keeping that part of that area clean. Because I noticed a couple of times I've been gone through there, and a lot of, like, how would I say, gardeners. They're on. They got their little trailers, and the place is obviously very kept very well. So it's right up here on the. Well, we're actually going to drive right to it. I'll let you go. You'll see it when we get up here. You can watch it. It's not too far up, and then on the other side, I'll come back in for a minute or two, and then we'll end it. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you had a good time. I know I did when I was out there doing it. So, and like I said, I'm going to try to do something in town. So I appreciate all the new subscribers, and it's for everybody that subscribes. And I will catch you on the next one. Have a good day, guys.